Let's say you're just starting out building your brand authority. You have a few client segments that you actually want to go after, but you don't really know which ones you really want to focus on. And if I had to start all over again building my brand authority online, this is what I would do. So I would select 3 client segments, right? These could be the ones that you think could be the most profitable, or you think your product or service could serve the best, or these are the people that you think would immediately buy, or relatively immediately buy what it is that you offer. So you choose those 3 client segments, and you go to each client segment, you select 7 to 10 potential clients or people that fit within each client segment. So 7 to 10 here, 7 to 10 here, 7 to 10 here. And what you're going to do is actually interview all of these people. Yes, you have to interview all of them. So you interview the 7 to 10 here, interview the 7 to 10 here, and interview the 7 to 10 here. And what you're looking for is actually commonalities in terms of the use cases for each client segment, the problems that they experience for each client segment, and also the desired outcome for each client segment. And what you're going to do is select the top 3 from each segment. So the top 3 use cases, the top 3 problems, and the top 3 desired outcomes from this client segment. You do the same for this one and same for this one. And what you'll do is, once you actually have the top 3 for each client segment, you're going to create content around each 3. So the 2 ways you can do this really. You can first of all create content around each 3, or you can try to directly sell and pitch to each of these 3 client segments, whichever you prefer. Both works perfectly well. If you're going the content route, then you want to see which one has what I call problem resonance, meaning which client segment it is that, 1, agrees that this is indeed a problem that they have, and 2, willing to pay for it. Or you could just figure that out by directly pitching to them. And you want to pay attention to see which client segment resonates the most with your content, and which client segment in terms of your pitch lands with each the most. And then you analyze all of that data. And of course, I'm giving the high level because there are certain other elements that you'd have to look for in terms of which client segment makes sense. But I'm trying to keep this as very basic and very simple as possible. So let's say you analyze all 3 client segments and you found that client segment 3 actually, when it comes to problem resonance, when it comes to who is likely to buy based on the pitch that you delivered, client segment 3 is actually the one that favors everything the most. And now this becomes your ICP, or should I say this client segment becomes your ICP, which means your ideal client profile. And so you build everything around this particular client segment and you deprioritize the other 2. So your content and your content strategy will be based on this client segment. Your positioning will be based on this client segment. Your messaging will be based on this client segment. And also you'll want to refine your pitch so that it lands better with this specific client segment. And you take all these elements, and from that, this is where you decide to build your brand authority with this specific client segment to actually create more sales opportunities for your business. So that's it. That's how I would actually approach it if I had to start all over again, build my brand authority online.